I slip the fabric over my head and take a moment to let its history wash over me. All the meals lovingly prepared while wearing this apron. The good times and bad. The long-forgotten fights and nights full of heartwarming laughter. The perfect pies, the second servings, and the inevitable burnt batches. Every moment lived when a Rossi woman donned this apron, I can feel in my soul. I never bake at home without it. I move over to my dresser. My long hair needs to be pulled up for baking, so I work the dark brown strands into my signature braids and pile them up on top of my head. Once I have my hair up, I reach for a purple headscarf that coordinates with the grapes on my apron and twist it into a cute headband, which I secure around the front of my hair. I consider my reflection in the mirror. I love how unique my eyes are. Such a dark brown they appear almost black. They stand out against the olive tone of my skin. I hated them as a little girl, along with my above-average height, but I have come to appreciate both traits. My eyes move down the image of me appearing in the mirror, and I frown. My passion for baking, combined with being dumped by the love of my life 9 months ago, has led to a net gain of 10 pounds. The weight has settled around my hips and can no longer be denied. But fall is here. It's a new season, and I will no longer shovel cheesecake in my mouth to try to forget Marco. I've learned you cannot eat away your feelings. Trust me, I've tried. In fact, I'm over men. I'm so clueless at picking them that I can't be trusted. Why else would I have chosen a cheater who couldn't stay faithful the second I moved to Denver? Ugh, Marco. Dumb Marco. Or is it dumb Josephine? Whatever. Marco is dumb. And a liar. And a big fat cheater. So what if I'm 10 pounds heavier? The extra weight can serve as man repellent for all I care. My favorite J-brand jeans no longer fit, and that might need to be addressed. But it can wait until tomorrow. I clear my throat and head back toward the kitchen. My decision to give up men has a silver lining. I've refocused myself. Instead of thinking about stupid liars and cheats, I've shifted my attention to my baking career. I enter the tiny galley kitchen and begin preparing. I pick up my phone and swipe to my playlist, letting Haley Steinfeld's Starving fill the air around me. Ha! Music to make a cheesecake by if I ever heard it, I think. Except, I'm not starving for a man's attention. A slice of cannoli cheesecake, on the other hand, yes, please. I set the oven to the appropriate temperature and retrieve the necessary ingredients. I take the crust I prepared this morning out of the fridge and place the pans on the counter. I made enough for 2 cheesecakes so I can pick the perfect one for Miss I'm not impressed Josephine. Because of her, I've learned to always have a backup. Quickly, I fall into in the zone. I make the filling, tasting as I go. I blend, I grate, I fold. I take a moment to savor the scents in the air, from the fresh orange rind to the magnificent bourbon vanilla. Being a professional baker has given me an acute sense of smell and elevated my ability to detect subtleties. I find I can no longer wear perfume or scented deodorant while I work because it interferes with my ability to smell and, therefore, properly blend. Being able to experience the full spectrum of these wonderful ingredients is pure bliss. I dip a spoon into the bowl and sample the batter. Success. I nailed it. If only Nona were in Denver with me instead of back home in Chicago. I've taken her recipe to the next level, and I wish she could have a taste. I pour the mixture into the pistachio crusts, then begin preparing a water bath so the cheesecakes don't crack while baking. I fill a bright red retro tea kettle, another Nona hand-me-down, with water and place it on the range and turn the burner on. I place each cheesecake in a pan and fill each pan up the side with hot water.